Right, which one should we do today? What have we got here? No, that's not big. No, not doing Bigfoot. Ooh, that's a good one. So after looking through all my declassified files, I've found one for today's subject. A case involving strange phone calls, mysterious voices, and a whole lot of unanswered questions. So let's start from the top. It's February 1993 and Gary, who works as a pharmacist for the Air Force, decides to take a few days off and visits his family in New York. He keeps it low key, doesn't even notify his superiors because, hey, he figures nothing's going to happen. Oh, that's when everything always goes wrong. But as he's waiting at the airport, things start to get just a little weird. A slim guy with brown hair and an overcoat approaches him. Seems innocent enough. The guy starts with this usual small talk, asks Gary where he's going, what he does for a living, etc, etc. But then it starts to get odd. The guy pushes Gary for his full name, even though he can already see part of it on Gary's Air Force uniform. And he's holding a notebook, jotting down details as they talk. Gary, he's starting to feel a bit weird about this encounter at this point. He tries to brush the guy off, but before he can, the man says something very strange. Don't worry, you won't get in trouble. Gary's finally called to board, so he heads to his seat, relieved to be done with Mr. Clipboard. But just when he thinks he's in the clear, another man sits next to him, long hair, glasses. Seems friendly enough at the start. They chat briefly, but then a third passenger shows up, saying this guy's in the wrong seat. So the man moves across the aisle. But instead of minding his own business, he keeps asking Gary more questions. Where's he headed? When will he be back? Even how to spell his surname. Eventually, the flight attendants make him go and sit in his actual seat, which is way at the back of the plane, nowhere near where he should have been. Obviously by now, Gary is 100% creeped out. He's convinced these two guys are somehow connected, and something was not adding up. As soon as he lands in New York, he calls his landlady back in Texas and asks her to keep an eye on his apartment just in case, because he honestly thought someone was trying to rob him. Maybe getting some information on how long he's going to be so they knew how much time they had to fleece him for everything he owned. As strange as those occurrences were, that was only the beginning, and to be honest, we've only really dipped our toe in, because this is the point where things really start to get stranger. After arriving at his parents' place, Gary decides to call up his old friend Mike to let him know he's in town. Mike answers and says, "Hey buddy, you're sounding better already." Confused, Gary asks the question, "What do you mean better? What's that supposed to mean?" Mike goes on to explain that he'd just spoken 20 minutes ago to Gary. According to Mike, he'd gotten a call from Gary who sounded like he had a cold and he'd just arrived. Mike even recalls the call was crackly, but he was sure it was Gary. Gary, of course, insists he didn't make that call, but Mike doesn't budge. He's certain it was his friend's voice on the line. There's just one strange detail. Gary, who called, mentioned arriving at a different airport than the one he actually came through. At this point, Gary's mind is spinning. Who called Mike? How did they know he'd be visiting? And why on earth pretend to be him? Then, as if right on cue, there's a beep. Another call is coming through. It's late, and around 10:30 p.m. But he figures it could be important. He answers. And well, let's just say this is where the mystery officially begins. The voice on the other end is cold, robotic, and it says some pretty bizarre things. At one point it even mentions, "You're being impersonated by the other voice." Gary quickly hits record on his answering machine, capturing what would become the first of several of the most strangest calls you've ever heard in your life. What I'm about to play is the 3 calls he got that night, and I want you to pay close attention to his father in the background, and then I want you to pay attention particularly to the voice and how cold and robotic and repetitive it is. Pay attention to the tones, how they're exactly the same every time. And pay attention to how Gary starts to get more and more worried with each phone call.
Yes. I'll tell you who it is.
Hello?
Yeah. Do you want to speak to him?
It's Gary Sudbrink there.
Yeah, who's this? Steven? Are you playing games with me or what? Huh? Steven, if you're playing games, I'm going to kick your ass.
So how long are you going to be back from Texas?
Huh?
You're being impersonated by the other voice.
Yeah, this is you, Steven, you idiot. You're pissing me off. You jerk. I'm going to get you on... Let's see what it says. Review. 1 new call out of area. Is Steven out of the area?
How long are you going to be back from Texas?
Wait, say that again?
You're being impersonated by the other voice.
Wait, hold on. Is Steven out of the calling area or what? What do you mean you don't know? He's in Queens. Well, who are you talking to? I don't know who the fuck.
Hello?
Hello?
Here's Gary Sudbrink there.
Who is this? Sounds like a freaking robot.
So
Hello?
how long are you going to be back from Texas?
What was that again, sir?
You're being impersonated by the other voice.
Oh, be quiet, huh? Sorry, would you see that again? Hello? Being impersonated by what voice?
Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Here's Gary Sudbrink there.
Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, what is your question? I'll answer it.
So how long are you going to be back from Texas?
How long?
You're being impersonated by the other voice.
Right. When am I coming back? Is that your question? Okay, there was a break. Hold on. You want to know when I'm coming back to Texas? Oh, is that your question?
So how long are you going to be back from Texas?
How long am I going to be back from Texas? That question doesn't make any sense.
By the other voice.
Okay. I'll be coming back eventually. I can't tell you when. You should know that question, the answer to the questions, because you seem to know more about me than I do. You know what I'm saying?
Are you an intergalactic person?
Are you a space alien?
Sounds like he hung up.
I can't believe this.
He hung up, Gary.
See if he comes back.
All right, I'll hang up.
Oh my God! I'm full of nightmares. What is your question? Yes, speaking.
Here's Gary Sudbrink.
Yes. Can I answer any questions for you?
Are you back from Texas?
Not back yet, no.
How long are you going to be back from
let me answer. First, you tell me, where are you calling from?
This is Gary Sudbrink.
Yeah, why don't you tell me where you're calling from?
Who is this?
What do you mean, who is this? You should know who it is. It's me, Gary. Wait, let me ask you this question. Where are you calling from? Okay, I'll be back. Excuse me? I can't hear too well.
The full moon.
Yeah, it is a full moon out. That's true. Could you identify yourself? Identify yourself. Why are you calling me? Excuse me? I cannot hear too well.
Get on the other phone, it's better.
Hold on, let me switch phones.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Now, who are you?
Keep an eye in the sky, he said.
Keep an eye in the sky?
Yeah.
Yes, Kenny, I talked to him.
Shh.
I had a sighting.
Okay, hold on. Say that. Repeat that again. Please repeat. Okay.
Near Orion.
Near Orion. Holy mackerel. Tonight or
The full
guess when?
moon.
The full moon. They told
So, double from the view.
Repeat.
Tell them I like the
Okay. Repeat last word. I'm hearing static.
Tell them I like the talk.
He hung up.
He hung up.
Hello? Okay. Yeah, it's taking time from the talk. Who is this? Stephen, this is not funny, you know.
Brian, it's not Steven.
What do you mean, Brian?
I mean, Gary.
How do I know it's not Stephen?
It's not Steven. Hello? I had a UFO experience in West Virginia, which you probably know. And I know that you're into an intergalactic person. Can you speak a little louder? Sir? Can you speak a little louder? Louder?
Let me speak to him, Dad. I guess, I don't know what.
All right, I'll hang up so you can talk to me. He wants to talk to you.
Okay. Hello, can I help you?
Hello.
Yes.
Gary Sudbrink.
Yes, that's me. Yes, could you please identify yourself? Identify.
Oh, he's back from Texas.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm in Texas right now. Oh, he asked me a question. No, I'm in New York right now. You know that. Why are you asking me such a question?
Gary Sudbrink.
Yes. Stephen, if this is you, I swear to God, I'm going to be pissed. Huh? I'm trying to listen to him. Excuse me? Eventually, I'll be back from Texas. Could you speak more? Please speak more. I guess it's not Steven. I believe it because I'm getting static.
People will not leave 3 times.
Look, let me go on this phone because I can never hear on this phone. Hold on. Okay. Okay, please speak. Hello?
Keep an eye on the sky.
Okay. Should I go out right now?
Right.
Right now?
The full moon.
Okay, see, I'm not sure where Orion is now, but we'll go outside.
Show double from you.
It would show double from me. Repeat that again?
Freaky stuff. I know. Those calls send shivers down my spine every single time. You can't deny that the calls give an otherworldly vibe to them. I mean, you keep an eye on the sky, the mentions of Orion, the other voice, etc., etc. It's all, yeah, it plays with your mind. But this is not where the story ends, because there is a fourth and final call. You see, the calls stopped that night, and the next day nothing happened. He thought the worst was over. He thought, just some prank, don't worry about it. But as the day draws to a close, the fourth and final call comes in.
Yes, this is me. Can I speak to you? Can I ask why you're... Yes, can I ask why you're calling? Can I please ask... Yes, this is.
Gary Sudbrink.
Yes, that is me.
We come to be within this planet.
Say that again?
And this planet.
Leave?
We come
I'm staying right here.
to be within this planet.
Is this a joke or what?
To many. To be contacted. As the same with you.
I have to think about that. I'd like to see you.
To many. To be contacted. As the same with you.
Hey, let me tell you something. I've been listening to you. And I've had contacts with you.
Beware. Government interference.
Government interference? You have? Please explain what type of interference.
Beware.
Okay.
Government interference. Visitations to be disrupted by them. Appears. Sun will rise from dark side of moon. World, no
will rise from the dark side of the moon.
Okay, what branch of the government? What should I do?
Beware. Government interference. Visitations to be disrupted by them.
Okay. Is that good for me or bad? They hung up.
Yeah.
Alright, you can't tell me at this point your mind is not blown. Your attention must be grabbed. I mean, did you catch that? The dark side of the moon, government interference, visitation disrupted. It sounds like the caller is dropping hints, almost like fragments of a bigger puzzle. It's unsettling because while none of it fully makes sense, it feels like something is there, lurking just beneath the surface. Gary's left wondering if he's being watched, but by who? He doesn't know. His father, who is a massive believer in UFOs, even started wondering if it's all connected to something they saw years ago, a strange object in the skies over West Virginia. It's almost like this caller knows about that too, as if every detail of Gary's life is somehow under surveillance. And that, my fellow investigators, is where this story ends, with more questions than answers. Was Gary just a pawn in some elaborate mind game? I mean, he was in the military after all. Or was he actually communicating with someone or something not of this world? Maybe it's just one big prank. But if so, it's a prank that goes deeper than most, with layers of surveillance, impersonation, and strange coincidences that keep stacking up. And here's the thing, Gary never got any closer. He went on with his life, but he still wonders what happened on that trip. Was he being watched, guided, or tested? And why him? It's something we'll probably never ever find out. But what do you think? Do you have a theory? Was it government? Was it aliens? Or just a really dedicated prankster with way too much time on their hands? Someone I can respect. Whichever one it is, it makes for one hell of a declassified story. And with that, my friends, it's time to sign off. Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed, there's more to come. Every week I release 2 to 3 podcasts of all sorts of different stories that I don't turn into videos for my channel. If you want to see videos of stuff that I'm putting together, go to the Code Unknown channel on YouTube for more crazy stories.